folks, so here we are with Peter Rawlinson, who's playing the part of Austin in the new production of True West, and Bill Barry, who's playing the part of Lee. Very, very iconic play, very well-known Sam Shepard play. So tell me a little bit about, we'll start with you, Peter, on how you approach Austin, because Austin goes through a sort of transformation.
Really interesting character. So, you know, he's kind of a person with kind of two personalities through the play. So in the first half of the play, he's quite a subdued, quite a timid character. And then he does a complete transformation in the second part of the play where he's drunk and he's raucous. And so from an actor's perspective, it's a real challenge. Second act, I think, Austin really lets himself go. First act is pent-up aggression that's released in the second act. So it's a cool character and really challenging for an actor.
And Bill, you know, how does Lee fit into the equation? Tell me about his character and the relationship with Austin.
Well, Lee is the older brother of Austin, who's always felt neglected and like an outsider, and is, to use the word jealous would be an understatement. He resents everything about Austin in his life, and that comes out in every single scene. So he basically intrudes on Austin's life and tries to take over, as an older brother would. So what's interesting about the actor, about me playing this part as an actor, is finding the humanity and not just playing him as an idea of an abusive brother. But why does he act the way he does? What happened in his childhood? Why is he as damaged as he is? And what I realize is that he's blaming Austin for his problems. He blames everyone else. So the anger comes out of a feeling of hurt and wistfulness.
Tell me a little bit about the growth of both these characters. I mean, they both move in a very fast direction to something else. And so, Peter, tell me a little bit about where Austin goes.
Yeah, I mean, he goes to a very dark place. I think he's, you know, the earlier part of the play, he's an established playwright, and he's looking, you know, for success. And then in walks his brother, completely turns his life upside down. But there's also an element of, I think jealousy on Austin's side as well. That Lee is this free spirit, and through sort of the second part of the play, where Austin just becomes a lot more kind of like his brother. He wants to be more like his brother, and you actually do see kind of a role reversal. So it's really, I'm not sure whether you see growing the character or you get to go to retro back really to, you know, where he really wants to go, and very kind of animalistic, you know. So you know, fantastic character, great play.
Lee. Bill, as Lee, tell me, there's similarities, though, between these two characters.
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about that.
They both have the same father, and the father is never in the play, but he's certainly omniscient. He's present throughout their relationship. So when they're together, they're regressing back to when they were children in many ways in terms of how they react to each other. And Lee does want what Austin has, and I think Austin probably wants what Lee has, and neither of them are satisfied with their own lives. And they're in a battle for, you know, for each other's souls, I guess, if you want to put it that way. So Lee has no filter. Whatever is on his mind is going to come out of his mouth. He does not deal well with people.
Peter, what appeals to you the most about not playing this character, but this play?
Oh, I think this, you know, Sam Shepard wrote the play as kind of himself, two different sides of himself. And you know, that's really interesting to me, because when we live our lives, we do play different characters in life. But I think this play is kind of like it is a play of two hearts. It is a really good analysis of two brothers. And I don't have a brother, I have a sister, but I definitely can you know, understand the sibling rivalry that can go on there. So you know, you know, I definitely use a lot of my past and, you know, my relationships with my family in the play, and that, you know, that brings something else out when you're actually playing the character.
Bill, one last question. Any surprises for you as an actor in this play? And this is the second time you've played this particular role. So what's different, if anything?
Just more of a realization of why Lee is who he is. It's not an idea of this angry loner. It's what happened in his life as a child that made him this way. What choices is he making to try to get back on track? I actually do have a younger brother who I love dearly. But the argument and the fighting between the brothers is real because they both come from the same place. So just the realization of different choices based on what this guy's giving me, it changes every night. So every night, literally, is a different show. Yeah. And we have no idea what's going to happen. We get on the roller coaster, and then it's over.
It's crazy.
So that has been the most fun and exciting part of this whole journey for me.
Well, gentlemen, break a leg, and the show opens next Thursday at 9 o'clock at the Roy Arias Theaters, April 12th.
See you there. Thanks.
See you there.